Well, now that the full gameplay trailer is out for Season 16 or Season Revelry, we now have a more in-depth patch notes release coming from the Respawn developers and not just a little bit of news coming out from Alpha Intel, or better known as the official press kit release that was authorized by Respawn. And I gotta be honest with you, some of these changes I was not expecting. A lot of these are a little bit surprising, and there was a lot in all of this that we need to uncover, and I think you're gonna be pleasantly surprised at the new meta shift here. An in-depth dive on the patch notes, and even Respawn giving a little bit of an update as to where they see Apex Legends in the next few years. And I gotta be honest with you, bro, it's kind of shocked me. They actually planned for this game to be around much longer than anticipated. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you guys want to stay up to date all things Apex Legends news related. And because we are so freaking close to 100,000, it's insane to realize that we would blow this out of the water if everyone did subscribe that was watching it, but I know not everyone will, but still. So it looks like that Respawn Entertainment and EA actually partnered up with Soar Hollow here to make like an official patch notes kind of post here on over his Twitter page. Now they probably will have an official article as well to go through all of this, but my God, this thread is massive. I'm going to go over the biggest changes that I think you guys need to know about, and then obviously I'm going to skip over the ones that we've already known about and mentioned in the past. If you guys would like to go see this for yourself, the link will be in the description. First off, the Nemesis burst AR is going to have a base mag of 20, and then the base damage per bullet is 17, but the headshot is 27. Burst damage all body shots is going to be a 68, and then if you guys get a burst damage all headshots, it's going to be 108. So a pretty powerful weapon nonetheless. Obviously, if you guys can hit all your shots, it's going to be insane. The Nemesis also has a passive here. The more you shoot the Nemesis, the less wait time there is in between bursts. This creates an absolutely insane fire rate and also damage output. The Nemesis is also fully automatic, unlike other burst weapons like the Hemlock or Prowler, and it seems like it doesn't really need a hop up to do so. Mag size looks like this: no mag 20, white mag 24, blue mag 28, and then purple/gold mag at 32, which means you're going to get 5 bursts with no mag, 6 bursts with white mag, 7 bursts with blue mag, and 8 bursts with the purple/gold mag. The Nemesis is compatible with the barrel stabilizers, every sight compatible with other ARs and standard stocks. So really no surprises there. We kind of already knew about all of this, but this is like the full in-depth breakdown of the brand new gun that you guys could expect. Hollow also made mention though that there is a pretty big firing range update as well. You can now toggle infinite reloads in the firing range, as well as configure movement of both the square targets in the back and the 3 dummies lined up close to the weapons rack. Only the ranged party leader can toggle friendly fire on or off, so no longer allowed to, basically, if you're not the party leader, you're not going to be able to turn friendly fire off, I guess. Also a brand new attachment. Look at this, a gold shotgun bolt. We have seen this stuff in the past. However, it is a little bit different than what we thought it was going to be. A gold shotgun bolt is just a buffed version of the kinetic feeder, automatically reloading shotgun shells as you slide. However, you do not need to be holding your shotgun for this to take effect. It will still auto reload even if it's holstered. So a nice little addition there for the shotguns, especially if you guys were worried about any shotgun updates. And speaking of those shotguns updates, we have them for you right here. Mastiff and the Peacekeeper are now compatible with standard stocks as well, along with the EVA 8. For increased reload speed, ADS speed, holster, and pullout speed. Overall shotgun pellet size has been increased, making them much more consistent and reliable at further ranges like 10 to 20 meters. So probably like an entirely different meta of how the shotgun is used. And hop-up update, hammer points has been reintroduced as a legendary hop-up for the P2020 and the Mozambique. And obviously, you know, you guys remember all of these damages here. You guys know how hammer points work. I'm not going to go over all of that again. There are CAR and R301 nerfs that I'm wanting to make mention of, because obviously these are like 2 of the favorited weapons here. We got the CARS magazine has been reduced by 1 per tier. So the new ammo capacity is 19, 21, 23, 26 in the obvious color order of the mag size. And then also the CAR recoil felt more difficult to control inside of this playtest. The R301's damage has been nerfed by 1 from 14 to 13 per bullet. But listen to this, weapon crafting rotation. The CAR and the G7 are coming out of the crafter and back on the floor loot. The Volt and the Longbow, we already know, are going back in the replicator. The care package weapon rotation, obviously we know the Rampage is coming out, Hemlock's going in, and the Nemesis still seems better though, is what Hollow had to say. So even though the Hemlock is going in the care package with an increased fire rate, increased damage, mag capacity, he still says that the Nemesis is better than this weapon. And that's why the developers said that they're shipping it hot, because they want it to be good. They want everybody to get their hands on this stuff, and I'm pretty excited about that. Legend buffs and nerfs. Take a look at this. You guys know that there's new legend classes. We have talked about it, but I told you that there's also individual legend nerfs and buffs that we could make mention of. Lifeline buffs are here. Lifeline's care package now comes down 10 times faster than normal. I counted up to 8 seconds between casting the ability and it touching the ground. Lifeline's movement penalty while reviving teammates has been significantly reduced. So if you guys know, when you go up to the your down teammate and you press revive and you're like super slow for like a second and a half or so, basically that has been really reduced. So now you're not going to feel so sluggish as soon as you pop the revive. Nice little buff for Lifeline buffs, or for Lifeline mains. So if you guys are Lifeline mains, you're definitely going to love this. But there's another buff that we're going to talk about in just a second that is for the entire class. Mirage buffs also. Shout out to you Mirage mains. You got a little bit of a buff here. When reviving teammates as Mirage, both Mirage and the teammate will be invisible for 3 seconds. This effect is canceled prematurely if either of them draw a weapon. Enemies that shoot a decoy will now be tracked with the decoy icon through walls for a short time. So look at this. Mirage is now going to be a scan legend to some degree if you're able to make people shoot their decoys. So you're no longer going to have freebies for shooting decoys. You will be punished if you shoot a decoy and be tracked for a short time. Wraith buffs. Here we go. I know you guys were looking for this one. Wraith's portal distance has now been doubled. Now covers over 150 meters. When placing her portal, Wraith will move faster as the portal gets longer. Whoa, that's kind of crazy. Stage 1, she's going to go a whopping 364 velocity. Stage 2, she goes 414.98 velocity. And at stage 3, she's at 468 velocity. Wraith is going to be zooming at the end of her portal now. And you guys are probably going to have a hard time hitting. I mean, I can't imagine a full speed Wraith, tap strafing off the top of a building or something at stage 3. That's going to be insane to see. And Wraith might be back in the competitive meta. We got more to talk about though that could shake things up. Pathfinder also got a buff. Zip lines can now shoot up to 200 meters long, and velocity on Pathfinder zip line can be increased from 600 to 1000. You're almost going double the speed on the Pathfinder zip line now. It's insane to see Wraith and Path getting a lot of love. All the OG legends seem to be getting a lot of love here. Horizon nerf has had midair accuracy and gravity lift reduced. So Horizon's most likely nuked. I mean, she's not going to be in the meta. There's no way. The further up the lift you go, the more spread you have. The speed at which you travel up the gravity lift has been increased though. Seer has been pretty much nerfed to the ground. Heartbeat sensor has now a charge up time that is not activated instantly when Seer puts his hands up. Passive info is now based strictly on heartbeats. The yellow indicator has much less vibrant but does pulse. Ultimate cooldown has been increased and ultimate duration reduced. So basically this guy has been nerfed to the absolute ground. Bloodhound also got nerfed pretty massively. We already talked about those. Basically it's going to go back like season 1, where instead of live information scanning, it's going to be like an uploaded picture of their location once you scan them, and you just have to kind of predict where they went after that. So Bloodhound pretty much nerfed to the ground. Don't look for Bloodhound to be in the rotation meta at all. The new legend class systems. We already have talked about these legend class systems for quite some time. I'll go through each perk because there is a pretty big perk, which means another support legend buff here. If you guys have not seen it, not only is this like a buff to certain legends, this is a new feature to Battle Royale for Apex Legends that was basically ripped away over from Call of Duty. I'm not mad about this. I'm not mad at them stealing this idea. Honestly, I think it's a pretty good idea. It may be a little too much, but we'll have to see exactly how this works. It's going to be absolutely insane to see at the competitive level and especially high rank. But listen to this. So the assault classes now have a perk. The legend classes will have access to a secret compartment in the darker red weapon supply bins, and this will give them a smart loot where basically attachments are more specifically for whatever weapons you are holding at the time. They have another perk where any assault legend will now be able to carry extra ammo per inventory slot. So instead of 60, basically you're now up at 80. And then snipers, obviously, from 28 to 37, shotgun from 16 to 21. The skirmisher class also has an updated with a perk here, where these legends are able to reveal the highest tier item in a care package before and after it lands from a distance, and they will know whether or not every package on the map has been looted. So they're going to be able to see whether or not you got a nice red gun in those care packages and whether they're worth going for. This is going to be an insane buff because Pathfinder and Wraith and Mirage just got massively buffed, and they can see care package weapons. So like they can auto rotate on like a Rampage or Kraber or whatever you want to. It's insane that these guys are definitely going to, I feel like that the OG legends are going to be back in meta here, especially at the pro level. It's going to be insane. Recon class, they have perks as well. These legends will be able to scan all the survey beacons, which we kind of already knew, and also have been reworked. Survey beacons will now reveal the location of every enemy on the map in a fashion similar to Crypto's map room for around 30 seconds. So not revealing the scan of the ring is what it seems like. Support class also, I wonder if Pathfinder still has that. I don't think he does. I think it probably got ripped away from Pathfinder as well. So support class here, all the support legends have a new perk. Listen to this. This is insane to see. Extended supply bins. You guys know they're going to drop shield batteries, med kits, phoenix kits, all that stuff. You guys can now loot that as well. But Poor Legends will also be able to craft their teammates banner that they either did not retrieve or those banners have expired for only 30 crafting materials. Not sure if this is for both banners or each banner yet, but oh my gosh, you guys can get your teammates back just by simply buying them for only 30 crafting metals. I feel like it needed to be more expensive than that, maybe 60 or something, but oh my gosh, unbelievable to see. You guys can now revive your teammates even after their banners have expired. This is going to be insane for some high-level rank play, especially the pro play. I know you guys are going to be happy that even when your teammates are out, there's a chance to get them back in. That's one of the great things about the Call of Duty Warzone aspect here. Those guys really have a great time being able to kind of, you know, go to the gulag, and if you lose the gulag, you can still get back in. I really like that system. I think it works well in Warzone. I do worry a little bit if it's going to be perfect for the Apex scene. It's kind of weird that this is not like a going to be tested out in like limited time modes or anything. Just straight up right off the rip, it's all into the main version of the game. Interested to see what you guys say about that. And then also the Control Legends here have an updated perk as well, where they now have ring consoles, which replace the current functionality of the survey beacons. Okay, allowing these legends to reveal the location of the next ring. Very nice. They also did confirm that they have no badges that you can obtain in these orientation modes when you guys are playing against bots. So if you're brand new players and you go up against bots, you're not getting any badges from those, so don't worry about doing any of that. I do wonder though, now that they have proven that they can bring bots into the game and they're already apparently in the game, why can we not have bot features for private matches so that we can play a 60-man battle royale in private matches or something? I feel like that'd be nice. What about the people that want to play private matches but they don't have 30 people to do it with? Why can't they add 30 bots or something? Or if they only have 5 friends, let them add 25 bots. I don't know. Crowrindo also did make this post right here of a season 15 roadmap that they put out. They have not done this in quite some time, so I'm pretty happy about this. But they also showed basically all their new legend classes, all the brand new weapon stuff, team deathmatch mode here permanently, control mode here permanently, and another gun run mode here permanently as well. I love to see it. They also said their login rewards, you get crypto for free, I think, from February 14th to 21st, like the first week, and then Ash for free like the second week. There's also a new battle pass, but they also give this. I thought this was pretty insane here. They already showed their future events that they're working on. Shout out to Respawn for doing that. They're finally giving us updates of what's to come. 3 more collection events during this season, chat, but they've already confirmed they're not doing recolor peacekeeper skin type stuff anymore because they understood and learned their lesson. So we're probably going to get 3 heirlooms, I would assume, or maybe something very nice, or maybe even some of those heirloom recolors that you can look forward to. And this was actually the Imperial Guard collection event, which has team deathmatch, control, and gun run. Finally, that mixtape playlist will be made permanent here. So after the first 3 weeks of the new season, that's when that collection event comes through. Then you have the Sun Squad collection event. We don't know what they're going to be adding during there, but we do know, apparently, according to sources, that there will be Flashpoint coming to Olympus. Maybe that's one of those. Also, Veiled collection event will be here as well. We also have that Heat Wave, LTM that should be coming at some point. Maybe that's for one of those as well. Regardless, that's 3 other collection events. And if you include the very start of the season for the anniversary collection event, that's 4 collection events during this season. Respawn about to make absolute bank, but to be fair, they have brought a good bit of content here. I'm not that upset. Lastly, just as we close the video out here, I thought this was insane from an article that Garrett posted here. I don't know if this was on Dexerto or where it was actually from, maybe esports.com or something, I'm not sure, but it's actually Dexerto. I can see here they actually said that they hope that Apex, the developer, said this, that Respawn has Apex alive still from 20 years from now. You guys remember when they first started the game, they said they hope it lasts 10 years. Now they're saying 20 years from now. They said they still hope that Apex is around in 20 years. Unbelievable to see if that ended up being the case. I mean, we know League of Legends has been around for quite some time. I couldn't imagine if Apex really stays around that long. That'd be insane to see. I know a lot of the YouTubers would be happy. I know a lot of the player base may be happy if it's kind of like one of your childhood things. You hate to see Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 2, all those games be so good in the moment, and then after a year we just throw them in the trash and leave them behind. It's kind of sad to see. Maybe Apex will be around for the ages. Let me know what you guys are thinking down in the comment section below. Like the video if you guys did enjoy. Subscribe to the channel if you guys want to stay up to date all things Apex Legends news related, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care of yourselves, and also if you want to help me hit 100K, I'd really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourselves, and until next time, I'll see you later, Gators.